Hello all, AJ here. Welcome back to A Schmitty Thought. Today we're going to be talking about 15 must-have pictures. Last year I got married to the love of my life, and I not only have had the privilege of being with him for 4 years, I have known him for almost 8 years now. So our relationship was really built on friendship and just us laughing together and having so much fun, which you'll see in these wedding reception photos, and which is why these are must-have photos that you need to have. The first picture is a dramatic image of me and my spouse just going like, oh. So here you can see that the lighting is kind of perfect. The shadows and the greenery in the background are just so nice, but we're just dramatically holding each other, and you can really see the sun just going on our faces. Also, my spouse is a little blinded by the sun, but that's fine. The image is still beautiful, and I highly recommend the dramatic holding pose. So that is picture number 1. Picture number 2 is a little bit sillier, and it's not for everyone, but I found it hilarious, and it was an image that had us in our natural element. Here we are at the beginning of the reception, where we had appetizers that were really good and yummy, and we just took a silly photo of us with food in our mouth, which is so funny to me. I know some of you might feel uncomfortable with like food, but it's totally worth it because it's such a funny photo, and it just shows that we have so much fun together. For picture number 3, this is kind of like the first one, except it's a little bit more front facing. You can see more of the body. You can see the lighting of the leaves on our faces and our skin, and it really demonstrates or displays the dress. It's just another fun photo. Picture number 4 is one of my favorites. Here we are looking at each other from around a tree. I think this is very romantic. It's almost playful in a way that we're looking for each other, or maybe that we have found each other. I honestly love these photos because the setting was just so perfect with the trees in the background and the sun reflecting on everything. I think this is a very cutesy photo. We're just looking at each other. So it's definitely a must-have. The next photo is of us having our first drinks together, where we intertwined our arms and took our first sip. That's actually a very fun photo. It's a common photo that you see. Normally people are holding like champagne glasses, but we decided to do it with beer because we are very beer friendly people, and by that is that we love going to breweries together. It's something that we've always done together. So it was like a good ode to who we are as people, while also having this romantic moment together. Another thing that we get to share together. Here is another one of my favorite photos. It is us dancing and just holding each other and just having fun. Making the kissy face is always a perfect photo. Those intense eyes of my spouse are just wow, and he's stunning. And you can really see like the color of my hair and my tiara at the time. It was just very fun. And I know I just keep saying it's fun, but these are just very fun photos that you definitely need in your wedding reception. Another joyful picture of us dancing, just being silly together and moving around. This one's a little bit more candid versus the one where we pose with our arms out, but this one is just playful. You can feel us having a great time on the dance floor. I just love how my spouse is just like pointing, and it's just like you can feel the movement in this photo. In this picture, it is of us just being at our table, just being funny again. We just sticking our tongues out and have our drinks there. I actually really enjoy this photo of me because you can see my necklace fit perfectly between my collarbone tattoos. And I'm not saying, not everyone has tattoos there, but I think it's a very nice close-up of us while also just being our silly selves. So I think it's a good one. This photo is a little bit further in the night, and it is dessert time. We have apple cider donuts, and we just have a lot of fun playing with food, which I guess is not a great thing, but we don't care. We just find each other funny. And in this photo, you can see me looking at him with like admiration. So this photo was a little bit more candid, and it wasn't necessarily posed. At least I wasn't posed. I was just looking at how funny he looked, putting that donut on his nose. You need to have fun with these photos because these are cherished moments. You want to remember not just the fake smiling photos. You just need to have it. You need to have these. This photo is one of my favorites. It is of me holding my spouse back, and then just their arm is out. We had earlier the pictures of me being dramatic. Well, this one is him just looking like I'm trying to carry him. And it's funny because I'm so much more petite than he is. And he's like 6'1". I love this photo. It's so much fun. And it's also good because of the lighting. I like how you can see the shadows on the ground of the leaves in the trees. Here is a little bit more of a posed photo. We had an outdoor autumn themed wedding. So we had like pumpkins and pretty lights, and we were at a smokehouse. So it was really nice. And we just took this picture. I was sitting on a hay bale. Hay bale? Hay cube. We just look really cute together. Also, I like it because I look taller, even though I'm actually sitting. This picture is also during dessert time. I had cupcakes that looked like sunflowers, and they were beautiful, and the frosting was delicious. My spouse got too close and personal with the frosting on his nose. I really like this photo because shot of us being super close together. I feel like a lot of them are like of us dancing or being silly, and this one is silly in nature, but we're kind of closer together and just having a private moment in a way. So it's just a really good photo. Next up is a very intense staring into the camera photo. We are both holding each other and just looking directly at the camera with such serious, intense eyes. And I love this photo because it's just, why are you looking straight into the camera like that? And it's not like one of those fake pose laughing or smiling photos. It's like, I see you. Like I said 1,000 times this video, fun photo, and I highly recommend you having it in your reception. The last two photos are less funny and more nice photos, like just having full body and close up of faces. So here is the one where we took an entire photo of us from head to toes, where you can see both of our outfits really well. It was so much fun, and we look a little bit more posed. You can kind of see the wedding venue in the background, and I love this photo because you can really see my beautiful dress and all the details that it has. So I definitely recommend a full body photo of both you and your spouse. I feel like it's really important to have a picture where you can see the two spouses together. I think it's a must, and this is for everyone. If this one's less silly and more a need than anything else. And finally, I think this one's super important, even though some people might disagree with me, is the selfie photo. Here we are, just smiling together, looking at a camera on my phone, and just being us, and showing that we're having such a good time. I secretly really like this photo because my hair looks amazing, but that's fine. Also, you can really see how the tie matches my dress, and a little bit of my hair is not intentional. My hair was this color before I had planned everything else. Also, I didn't know the dress would match so well. I just love the dress. But a selfie image is a must-have for sure. I don't know why, but it is. And yeah, you have to do the selfie. And there you go. 15 poses you need at your wedding reception. And these are funny and silly. And I had so much fun at my wedding reception. I wouldn't change anything at all, especially not these pictures. These are poses that you will never forget. And when you look back at them in a few years, you're going to be like, wow, I had so much fun. 15 poses you need at your wedding reception. Thank you all for letting me share some of my wedding photos that I had a lot of fun posing and not posing for. I will see you guys all next time. Bye!